Hello everyone, welcome to Testing Gossips. Today we will have Sanjay Kumar. He is going to demonstrate his new innovation which is Selector Hub. He is going to explain how to download and how to use the Selector Hub and how it will help tester in day-to-day activities. So let's welcome Mr. Sanjay Kumar. Before moving forward, please subscribe Fundu Tester to know amazing product of tester, to tester, from tester and by tester. Once again, welcome to you, Sanjay Kumar. He is a creator of a Selector Hub. So he has recently launched a very nice plugin. So this amazing plugin, we should obviously use it. So welcome to Sanjay Kumar. How are you?
Thank you, Nishant. I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. We all are in a funny state, COVID situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tough time.
Yeah. So how you started Selector Hub? Can you just share a little story behind it?
Yes. So actually, like from the beginning, if you see when this web was invented, and like my previous innovations, and there were like so many expert tools or selectors tools used to keep coming. But whenever we talk about like any XPath tool or selector tool, and in fact any automation tool, when we talk about, we always have that fear that we will lose our skill set if we will use this automation tool. So, for an example, let's say an XPath tool, if we talk about, so it is always suggested, and you might have heard like that don't choose an XPath tools, else you will lose your XPath writing skill, and when you will go for an interview or when you will be in tough situation to write in selectors, you won't be able to write that.
Yeah.
So I thought like, yeah, that's a valid point, and then why don't we create something that can help in this to build your own selector, and where we will not have that fear that we will lose our skill, as well as like there were like a lot of issues, like there was nothing like XPath compiler or selectors compiler which can, like, the compiler, what a compiler does, like it used to or debugger, you can say better, that it used to tell you like what is the error in your selector, exact error, like what is the error in your code, like in this line this is the error, like colon missing, semicolon missing, or one more curly braces is there, right? So those kind of, there was nothing like that in the market. So suppose if I'm a beginner and I'm just started with the automation and I'm started learning how to write the selector, then it was really tough for us to learn from like, because there is no book which can tell like if there's something wrong in your selector. There's nothing like that in the market or like anywhere written in the book that this will be wrong in your selector. So where to identify, where to put that XPath, where to verify that selectors, where we can get that error, and as well as like we have the like lot of XPath tools which can generate the selectors like in quick seconds, like in 2-3 seconds quickly. So I thought like everybody is building their own XPath, and I did a lot of surveys. More than 80% people prefer to write their own selectors. So can we? I thought like, can we build something which can allow these people to build their own XPath within seconds? So that's where I invented this tool, and yeah, it is magical, and it's been like almost 1 week, and we have the phenomenal response from the community. It's already been like featured in many places, like best software testing news, Ministry of Testing, and not many places it is already, and people are giving really good response, and community is loving it.
Yeah, amazing. I saw the demo. Yeah. So can you tell me few things why testers should use Selector Hub? So first thing I will tell you, that is time, right?
Yes, it will save. Actually, first thing I would say, time is, of course, whenever we talk about any tool, it is always the main purpose is to save the time. But here, the bigger reason is to save your skills, to improve your skills, to make you more smarter to write about like XPath and selectors, along with the saving time and effort. a lot of huge effort. And then it has made a lot of things which were impossible before, which it made possible. So yeah, I will show you in the demo.
Yeah, definitely. We would like to view. Yeah, we would like love to view your demo. Yeah. So
Sure.
you would like to share your screen and yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, hello and welcome to the Fundu testers along with Selectors Hub. Here you see like whenever we used to write the xpath or css selectors, we always had to copy the values from the DOM. But what are the chances that we will copy the value, like exact correct value, and how much effort? You see, every time we have to go there and then come back and then paste that value, right? So a lot of effort and time we were wasting from like whenever, I mean, from the beginning itself, the internet was invented. And then you see, like I did a lot of surveys here on LinkedIn, Twitter. So this is one of the survey results where like almost 80% people said that they prefer to write their own selectors. Definitely they are copying that value, or they are typing that attributes value, text value, etc. while building their own xpath. And that's where, like, on an average, we did a survey. On an average, it used to take like almost 1 minute of time. Like few selectors used to take like 2 or 3 minutes. Sometimes few selectors like we can build in 30 seconds, 40 seconds, right? Like that. So on an average, it was 1 minute. Then suppose like there is a DOM, something like this, and if we have to write an header, xpath for this header, tag name header. So there, if you see the class name, and if you have to copy that value, like you see, if you have to copy that value, you will have to come all the way to the DOM. Then you will select that. Then you will copy this whole big value. Then you will paste in your DOM wherever you will be writing the selector. Quite a big effort, right? And carefully you will have to do that. If you miss one character or something, then it's like you will be writing the wrong xpath or selector. And there were like these are some problems I'm just explaining, and there will be like situations where you have to like find out how many siblings your inspected element has. It is really tough. Like immediately you won't be able to know. Like you will have to scroll all the way up and down. And if you're a beginner or you're new, someone who is writing selector, you won't be able to identify following sibling, preceding sibling. In fact, if I ask you like how many siblings you have in real time, you won't be able to answer immediately. Like you don't know, because we never know like how many siblings we have, right?
Yes.
We have uncles. I mean, so many peoples. Yeah.
Yes.
Then on an average, how much time do we spend to write in XPath and selectors? So if you see, we did a lot of surveys, like some says 5-10 minutes, some says like max 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. It is a big amount of time one selector. So if suppose you are writing 50 selectors in a day, that means almost like 50 minutes or like 100 minutes you are wasting time.
Yes, right.
Can we have something? Can we have something which can make it like, let's say like 1-2 minutes to like just 2-3 seconds? Yes, that is possible now. And let me introduce a new reality. Build your own XPath and CSS selector in less than 5 seconds and learn more about selectors without compromising your learning skills. Innovation inspired automation. Selectors Hub. Here you can see the magic. Like as soon as you start typing, like you have to just type 1 or 2 characters. Let's say you type just double forward slash, it will immediately suggest you the tag name. As soon as you will type the square bracket, it will suggest all the values, like all the attributes combinations, and you can select them and you can build your XPath. Let me show you how. So here, suppose we have to write an XPath for this element.
Okay.
Selectors Hub. So what you will do, like we will inspect. I have already installed Selectors Hub in my browser. So you can see the icon here. You can see the Selectors Hub icon here. So as soon as we will inspect this.
Sanjay, 1 second. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, can you just tell me how to download the Selector Hub?
Sure.
Yeah. So
I will be coming to that. In the next slide, I will show you how to install.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So as soon as like you just inspect this element here on the DOM, the left side you will find this element. There, selectors will be the last tab here. If or else like you can just expand it. Click on here selectors hub, and now suppose we have to write. So what you see you double forward slash a, and then you got, and there you go. Like hardly I have done anything. You just like click and done.
Yes.
And this is you build your own XPath. Imagine like how much time I have taken. And if you had to write it like manually, how we will do it? Like command F double forward slash A, then it is scrolled up again. Then you will have to inspect it. Then you will copy this value selector sub here. You will type here text is equal to, and you see that there is a junk space is there. Then you have to remove that. Lot of effort you will have to put it here. But here you just double forward slash A and whatever you want to choose, and that there you go. Like before you blink your eyes, you have built your own XPath. If you have likewise you can inspect any other element. Let's say we have to write it some other element. Body here, let's say this header. You just type here, everything is here.
Yeah, that's cool.
So quick it is. There you go. Suppose you have to, this is XPath. Suppose you have to write CSS selector. Let's say you have ID. If you ID is there, you just type hashtag, and it will build your CSS selector with ID. If you have to write your CSS selector with class, like dot, you just put dot, and it will replace all the spaces in your class with dot, and it will make a complete CSS selector. Like this is really useful for the developers, because developers used to write a lot of CSS selectors, and they had to like replace all the spaces with the dot. That they can do it here quickly. And if you want to write just a CSS selector, so you just like in this format, you can start typing, and there you go. So huge time saver, and lot more features are there and can save huge amount of time. And then like let's say we were discussing like how many siblings are there or parents are there. So you just, let's say you want how many siblings are there. So you just type here double forward slash F8, and then let's say if there will not be any following or preceding sibling, sorry, this is XPath. So if you will be typing XPath, if you will be typing XPath, then it will suggest the XPath options. If you will be start typing CSS selector, then it will be suggesting CSS selector. So you see following or preceding or descendant comes with XPath, right? So it will suggest when you will type XPath for XPath. So header double forward slash FO, as soon as you type, it suggests all the following siblings. If you type here PR, it will show you all the preceding siblings. If you type ancestor, it will show you like descendant. So everything will be there. So you need not to worry, you need not to scroll up and down on the DOM and waste your time. Quickly you can do. Isn't it useful? Isn't it magical?
Yes, definitely.
And that is the reason like word is like going crazy about SelectorsHub, and they are saying like wow. And this is something really like why I mean so magical it is. We have wasted such a huge amount of time till date while copying the value from the DOM.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Likewise, like we got all those things. And then how to install SelectorsHub and use it? It's very simple. You just go to openselectorshub.com here, and there you go, download link. Currently it is available for Chrome. Like in another 1 week or let's say 2 weeks, it will be available for like Firefox and other browsers as well. So here you just let me just remove it because I have already installed it. You just click on add to Chrome, add extension. It will be added in your browser.
Okay.
And you will find the extension icon. If it is not visible here, you just click on pin to toolbar. It will be visible here.
Okay.
Okay. And once you added the like plugin, I would request you please restart the browser. as well as like there's a detailed tutorial to make the best use of. I would request you please follow this video tutorial to make the best use of Selectors Hub. And another like very important point here, like many a times people open this new blank tab and they thought this is google.com and there is no URL in the address bar. So on the blank tab, it will not support because it required the DOM. So I would request you please open google.com and then only try, because people start reporting and they feel like it's not working and they start trying on blank tab. So please don't try it on blank tab. This should be a website for which DOM will be available, right? Because we need the DOM for writing selector. And none of the extensions support on Chrome store, so please don't try here. Chrome doesn't allow to inject the script, so none of the extension, not only SelectorsHub, none of the extensions support on Chrome Web Store or any browser. So this is just like for FYI, doesn't require for you anyone. And moving on, can we verify shadowDOM's element? Like the elements which are inside shadowDOM. Are you kidding me? Like it is impossible. It is never possible. There was nothing like till date where we can verify the elements inside shadowDOM. And let me show you the magic here. This is disturbing. Here you see, like you see that this input, so it is inside shadow root, this shadow root. There are like a lot of shadow root open. So this means that this element is inside shadowDOM. Now let's say we write, so if you're not aware, I'm sure like you must be knowing this, shadowDOM doesn't support xpath and xpath doesn't support shadowDOM, so vice versa. So we have to write the CSS selectors only for shadowDOM. So suppose ID is there, right? ID is equal to input. If you will type hashtag input here, you see DevTools is showing 0 of 0 matching now.
Okay.
Chrome DevTools doesn't support shadowDOM. What you have to do, you just open SelectorsHub. Immediately it will tell you that this element is inside shadowDOM, in shadowDOM. And you see the magic here, you just type hash and there you go. And it is highlighting the element in the UI and it is letting you know that this is the first matching node for this element and this is the XPath. Inspect any other element, it will tell you that this is element is inside iframe, inside shadowDOM, and there you go. So simple it is. It made it possible. It was never possible before. This is the magic and this is the unique innovation which has been done, and it was never possible before.
This is the XPath, right?
This is CSS selectors because for shadowDOM, XPath doesn't support. Okay. So we'll have to write CSS selector.
Okay.
Here is the instruction as well given in the like SelectorsHub. Enter CSS selector only as XPath doesn't support for shadowDOM.
Okay.
Then, like this, it will show you. Can someone tell me what's wrong in my selector? Who can tell you? Like, either you will be like really smart if you are an expert, or else like if you are a beginner, then who can help you? Like you will have to go to your lead or someone, right? Apart from that, like there's nothing, like no compiler is there for XPath selectors, which can tell you like what's wrong in your selector. But now it's possible. You just type anything in SelectorsHub, it will let you know what's wrong in your XPath. Like for example, you just type // and then open square bracket. Then it will tell you that closing square bracket is missing. Value inside this is missing. What missing? What could be like suggested one? Like after closing square bracket, what you should type to write a correct XPath format, so that it is telling that only / and open square bracket allowed. So this is what it is going to help you like a debugger or compiler a lot. You can learn about like writing selectors. Like for example, let's say here you start typing something, oh, and you just type this, and you miss that. It is telling you that this is invalid selector and closing square bracket is missing. Let's say we just type here something, and you just remove this. So it tells you like what's wrong and what's like correct or what not correct in your selectors immediately. Let's say we did this, and then it tells you that value is missing inside this. And if you added the value, and then you add a semicolon, let's say here, it tells you that after this, what could be allowed in selectors. So all those things, it helps you. So that's pretty much, and then it has a lot more features, like it supports iframe, it supports SVG elements. Apart from shadowDOM, it also supports SVG elements. Like many times we don't know how to write the SVG selectors for SVG elements. Actually, like in fact, many people doesn't know that there's a different format for SVG elements and SVG child elements, right? So let me show you how it helps. That you just inspect any of the element which is like, if it is SVG. So let's say this is SVG and SVG child element. What you have to do, let me show you how it doesn't support, nothing support, even DevTools doesn't support. You just type // let's say SVG, you type. There's a 0 of 0 you will see, because this is a wrong format. This is not correct format of xpath of SVG element. What you have to do, you just type here // and you see that SelectorsHub is giving you the correct format of SVG elements. SVG tag, like whatever you have to type. And then you can build your own xpath here. Right? So this is how it helps a lot. Then like if something is like inside iframe, it also supports iframe. You just inspect any iframe element, it will tell you that this is inside iframe. Here it will tell you immediately that this is inside iframe, and there you go. Like you just start typing, and you can verify your selector inside iframe. So likewise, there are like lot many features, and then this is how you can build your own xpath. To copy this value, it again has a lot of features here, like inbuilt. You need not do command A and command C. You just double click anywhere on this box, and it will copy the value. Or else you just click on this title box, it will copy the value. You need not to worry about it. So this is how it is going to help a lot, and it has lot many features. If it is like finding more than one matching node, it will list all of them here, like in the SelectorsHub tab. Then it shows you how many matching nodes are there. It highlight all those matching nodes here in the UI. So amazing features are there, and this is just like I would say less than 10% of real SelectorsHub, which is rolling out soon, and which you will be seeing like in coming future. If this is amazing for you, then you will be wow very soon with the like next release of SelectorsHub. A lot more in the pipeline. And apart from this, like there are like a lot of things available here in the bottom here at the footer. Like important links has been given. Like if you have any problem at any point of time, you can join me at the Slack, and you can reach out to me. I'm always online here, and more than happy to support you, help you in all the possible ways. If you find any issue or facing any issue while using SelectorsHub, or if there is any bug or something you found feature request, you can raise it here on the Git. I would request you please add a review here, so that like others people it will help, and it will it will help community to know about their like features and the importance of this tool. So this will really give me the motivation and boost. And I would request you all please share it on social media and with the community, so that people would be like knowing about it. And here's a video tutorial. So like if at any point of time, if you face any issue, all the video tutorials has been given here. Detailed video like for shadowDOM, iframe, if you face any issue and any small issues. I have tried to cover all of them here. And this is the detailed video tutorial for all the features. So please go through them. And yes, here you can find more information. I would also request you, like, I'm working full time on this Selectors Hub, and I haven't joined any company, and I will not be working any company. I will be working full time for the community for on this free product. So I would request you, like, if you can make a small donation here, you can click on it and be a patron, or you can make a one time payment as well. It will help you to get a bread and butter for me and my family. So I would request you, like, you can make a one-time payment. These are the donor and patron for the Selectors Hub, and they are supporting this free community product. So yeah, so that's pretty much about Selectors Hub, and lot more on the way. And I would request you guys, please share it with the community and help this free product. Thank you so much, Nishant, Conduit Tester. I really like your post and the kind of concept you put it on Instagram, Twitter, behind those like ideas, like how you correlate with the testings and fun. That's really amazing. With that, thank you. You can reach out to me and follow me on Twitter and LinkedIn. With that, thank you. Thank you so much, Nishan, for the time and giving me the opportunity to share about Selectors Hub and my journey with the like Conduit Testers community.
Thank you, Sanjay, so much for your time. Hey viewer, I would like to tell you, please support Selector Hub, and if you just go through the Selector Hub website, you can use that extension. This is the really cool stuff. If you are writing a 50 or 70 xpath day-to-day basis, then you can save approx 1 hour, right, Sanjay?
Yes, easily.
Yes, yeah. So definitely. So by that time you can learn new stuff, or you can add value to other work. So I think we should use Selector Hub, and we should support Selector Hub. So thank you, Sanjay. Thanks for your time. I would like to ask one more
Thank you.
question. Yeah. So that will help to testers. Let's say I know you are from chemical engineer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have developed this amazing tool. So let's say you are doing some development, and meanwhile you stuck and no one is going to help you. By that time, what you will do? What things motivate you, or how you solve your problems?
Uh, Whenever I used to get stuck and I'm not able to solve any problem, I used to go for a walk and then relax for some time here and then like try to Google those problems in different format and with the different keywords. So some or other ways, like solution for every problem, solution is there. But yeah, if you get stuck, you are wasting a lot of time. Then don't try it immediately. Give some time and go here and there. Get refreshed. Try to solve other problems. Don't be stuck on that. And for sure, like in sometimes, like maybe another 1 hour, 2 hour, you will something will strike in your mind, or maybe you can get sleep with that problem. While sleeping, you might many times we used to get ideas how to solve that
So
problem. So
in
that's how I used to
in
do.
nightmare you are getting how to fix bug.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, can you share our estimated date how you are going to launch for the Firefox as well?
Yes. So actually, for like other browsers, it will be soon. Max by this August, it will be available for all the browsers. Mostly, it will be available very soon. Very soon.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sanjay.
I have finished with the testing and development. It's under review. So
Okay.
yeah, once that review completes from the Firefox site and other browsers, it will be available soon.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you, Sanjay. Thank you so much for your time, and for innovating.
Thank you all. Thanks to you,
Yeah,
Nishan. Yeah.
and for my viewers, I would like to say, if you have any problem with the Selector Hub, you can reach out to Sanjay Kumar. He's available 24/7, available on the LinkedIn, Twitter. Even you can add in the comment section. So I'll transfer to the
Sure.
Sanjay. Yeah, thank you so much, and I suggest you to use the
Thank
Selector
you.
Hub. This is the amazing tool. Thank you, Sanjay. Chalo, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.